In this video we are going to explore quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is any four-sided shape. So if you draw a four-sided shape like this, that's a quadrilateral. Or that's a quadrilateral. Or that's a quadrilateral. Or that's a quadrilateral. Or that's a quadrilateral. You get the idea. Any four-sided shape. But there are different kinds of quadrilaterals with different names, so let's talk about those now. This is a pretty easy quadrilateral to recognize. Do you know what it is? It is a square. And there are some things about a square that make it special. For example, all four sides are the same length. Also, a square has four perpendicular angles, or right angles. Neat. You know what else a square has? A square also has a set of parallel lines there and a second set there. So it has two sets of parallel lines. That is a square. I'll put it off to the side here. All right. The next one we're going to learn about, it's called a rectangle. Rectangle. That's another quadrilateral because it has four sides. So what makes a rectangle special? Well, it has equal length sides there and a second set of equal length sides. So a rectangle has two sets of equal length sides. The opposite sides are equal. Remember that in a square, all sides are equal. So a rectangle has two sets of equal length sides. A rectangle also has four perpendicular angles and one set of parallel lines and a second set of parallel lines. So that's a rectangle, two sets of parallel lines. I'm going to move our friend the rectangle up and over here. What's another type of quadrilateral? Well, the next type is called a rhombus. A rhombus. And do you know what that looks like? That is what a rhombus looks like. It's very similar to a square because it has all four sides the same length. That's what a rhombus has. And a rhombus also has one set of parallel lines and a second set of parallel lines. But what makes a rhombus different from a square is that a rhombus does not have perpendicular corners. These are not perpendicular. See how they don't make nice squares? Those are not perpendicular. If I take a piece of paper and try to put it in the square, it won't line up. So I'll take this piece of paper and try to stick it into this square right there. And if I do, oh, that doesn't line up very nice. What if I turn it this way? No, it doesn't line up nicely, does it? So the rhombus does not have perpendicular sides. The next quadrilateral we're going to talk about is called the parallelogram. A parallelogram has parallel lines there and a second set of parallel lines. So like a rhombus, remember that was our rhombus, it has two sets of parallel lines. But what makes it a little different from the rhombus is that it has two pairs of equal length sides. There's a pair of equal length sides. and there's a pair of equal length sides. So the opposite sides are equal. And if you remember on our rhombus, all the sides are equal. This shape is called a trapezoid. Trapezoid. And what makes it a trapezoid is it has one pair of parallel sides. Exactly one pair. There we go. That's what makes it a trapezoid. All it has to have is one pair of parallel sides. So here's another picture of a trapezoid. This is also a trapezoid because it has one pair of parallel sides. The final quadrilateral I want to tell you about is called a kite. And yes, it kind of looks like a kite that a person with a string would be holding. Yep. Oh, having so much fun. Yay. And what makes a kite a special quadrilateral is that it has two pairs of equal adjacent sides, which means that this side is equal in length to this side. Adjacent means right next to each other. And this side is equal to this side. So there's one pair of parallel, or not parallel, sorry, equal length sides, and there's a second pair of equal length sides. And they're not opposite sides, they're next to each other. And there you have it, a whole collection of quadrilaterals. Have fun learning about all those four-sided shapes.